Welcome to the first round of the losers bracket between Free Agents 5 down here in the bottom left. We have Julian on Celesta, 2Tank on Grath, and Nexter on Vex against Old Glory on top right. We have Broken on Vex, Sea-Dog on Vela, and Skylar on Ares. And let's take a look at their unit composition. We see for Free Agents 5, we have 2 engineers down here, 1 patch bot for 2 tank, and for Team Old Glory, we see they are going to go with both Ares and Vex, so 1 white, double red. They have Cinder Beetles for Skylar and an engineer for Broken, while Sea-Dog is just going to rock with the Cryer Walker in here. So let's start this game off and see how these teams are going to perform. If one of them is going to lose this match, that team is going to be eliminated from the tournament. So Nexter and 2Tank are going to go down here. They don't want this camp to be stolen, while Sea-Dog, Broken and Skylar looks like they are all going to go for their safe in base camp. Julian is going to take down this camp, so pretty basic stuff from Free Agents 5. Julian is actually building 1 Saber, very interesting there. Nexter is on Spitfires, while 2Tank is just going to go with his Terrapin Troopers. 2Tank is moving in here. Try to deny this camp. Skylar and Broken are already on the bottom right, farming those neutral critters, and it might be a good idea from them to get up in here and try to support Sea-Dog. Otherwise, they might just lose 1 critter. Let's see if the blue team is going to go and take it. And yes, they did. They stole 1 critter from Team Old Glory right there. 2Tank is still going to go with his troopers. Julian is not building anything at the moment. He does have 2 Sabers though. And Nexter is going to go for tech level 2. We see that Old Glory is now in control of the bottom right neutral creep camp, and they are doing a good job at it. We see 2 Cinder Beetles are already here. Nexter and 2Tank, I believe they went to clear out this camp, so they stole a lot of resources from the red team. Let's see, I don't think they are going to go for this tower. It will be a little bit risky. It is early and they do not have something that can tank properly for them. Nexter is going to go for Exophiends, interestingly enough. Julian is going to go full Saber at this point, while 2Tank is getting tech level 2. Sea-Dog getting tech level 2 as well, and staying on Raptors. Skylar only on Sandstingers by this point with those 2 Cinder Beetles. 2Tank has to be careful. He's in a good spot there, so he is going to be able to get away from that poor engagement. We see those Cinderlings right now. They are being a little bit of a nuisance, but no damage is really accomplished there. However, the red team is now in control of this neutral critter camp as well, and they are able to get those bioshards a lot more efficient than the other team. As we can see, it is quite a critter lead, but the blue team stole quite a lot of creeps, so it is sort of even out at this point, if a little bit of an advantage for our blue team. Titan is going to come up right now, and let's see how those teams are going to deal with this Titan fight. Nexter is only having 1 Exofiend. Those Sabers are right now the beefy side of the army for our blue team. He has to be careful with that Exofiend. It is a valuable unit at this point, and can take care of those Sandstingers or Raptors. 1 Raptor gets picked there by Nexter, nicely done. And as we can see, it's a little bit of a passive play right now. 2Tank is going to try and surround this. It would be good for him if he can take down this Cinder Beetle there. Those Sabers want to get us around, and they are doing a pretty good job at it. Overall, the blue team manages to push the red team side from the middle, so nicely done by them. That Cinder Beetle is fairly low, but they don't really have good ranged units to take it down right now. It looks like this Titan might actually go in favor of the blue team right now. Very interestingly, they did take the Titan down. Let's see if they want to pursue. Nexter at this point has 3 Exofiends, so they are going to be able to tank quite a bit. They want to assist their Titan, while Julian is going to go to the bottom right to start farming those neutral critters. That tower is going to go down, but I think that the second one is pretty safe at this point. Tutang with his Bramblethorn and Nexter is they are going to come down here and see if they're going to snipe that tower, but let's see if they want to pursue even further. I don't think so. They are going to go back. The Titan is dead and they have to retreat. One Exofiend has been sniped though. A nice little move here by Julian. He was able to take out that tower. So let's see what our players are going to be building right now. We see tech level 3 from Julian. We see another Bramblethorn being added by Tutang and magic resistance. And Nexter is going to go and implement some Devilkin Dervishes as well as magic resist as well. We see a nice bit of Bioshard lead for our blue team, but the army compositions are pretty much even. Broken now, I believe he got those lancers, and there are already 4 lancers on the map. They are able to siege this area fairly quick and fairly effective. Tutang wants to move in here, and it is not that bad of a decision. The red team is quite far away and they are going to be able to get this tower without many problems. The red team is now rushing forward to defend their towers, but that might be a little bit of an overextension there. Tutang wants to get out of there, and there it goes. I don't think that Skylar is going to do much damage with this this pursuit right there. A little bit of a misclick from Tutang. Medium camps have just spawned. Nexter is on top of this one, and he does engage. Nicely done by him. He has to be careful though not to get surrounded. Sea Dog is coming from the side, looking for a surround. Some nice Deadeye shots there, not really catching anything unfortunately for a Sea Dog. Nexter has to be careful with that Devilkin. You don't want to lose that valuable unit at this point of the game. Julian appears to have cleared this camp as well, so incredibly nicely done by our blue team. They have 800 Bioshard advantage right now, so it is going very well for them. Well, a little bit over 1,000 Bioshard advantage there on income as well, so nicely done by them. Only now both teams are going to get their in-camp medium creeps, and this army is fairly injured, so they are going to have to heal for just a second. Julian, however, is going to go for the other medium camp in the meantime. Let's see what our players are going to be building. We see a conduit for Julian already. He has another one queued up. Tutang is going to go for tech level 3, while Nexter is going to go for blast beat. Actually, he cancelled that upgrade in favor of physical resistance and attack damage. Sea Dog is going to get headshot, the upgrade for the Deadeyes, and Skylar is just now implementing Devilkins. Broken is going to keep up with his Lancer heavy army. So the fight is going to come for the Titans. It will be decided by whether or not Broken and Skylar are going to be able to just implement a good siege around here. Tutang is already here trying to deny that siege while picking off those easy creeps. Broken and Sea Dog are going down. It would be a great idea from them to try and snipe 1 or 2 towers. Skylar is going ahead and doing just that as well. It looks like he wants to retreat, not too eager to sacrifice his Sand Stingers, it looks like. On the other hand, Tutang with his Bramblethorns is more than capable at taking down this tower, and the red team has to retreat to their camp in order to defend this. Nexter and Tutang look like they want to go for that Warp Spire, but the Titans have spawned, and this is a nice split from them. Tutang is going to take down that Warp Spire, while Nexter is going to come down here to try and contest this Titan. But those Lancer shots are doing quite a lot of work, and we see that ultimate from Celesta is going to get a lot, and there it goes. Broken's army is just annihilated by that Celesta ultimate. Nice borrow on those Exofiends from Nexer, incredibly done by him. And watch out with those sabers, you really want to heal them up, they are extremely low. Seedog can actually poke in here and get some free kills. Tutang actually wants to pursue there, going for the Archive Tower. An interesting decision by them. It looks like Julian wants to go back and heal. There are still those 2 Exofiends burrow down there, and I don't think that Seedog is aware of that fact. It would be nice to see them pop up and try to rush for a Seedog, but I believe that Nexer is just waiting for that opportunity. Tutang has lost 1 Bramblethorn and he is chased out of here. He has to be careful not to lose another one. This one also, he has to get it back to his base, but it looks like this Bramblethorn is getting really low, and another 2 hits, there it goes. And Tutang actually lost quite a little bit of his army during that engagement. Not that effective. 1 Deadeye goes down. Nexer being extremely effective with those Exofiends. Julian has a very nice army composition at this point. He has 2 conduits, also has 1 wind ray, and those sabers are still able to tank a little bit with a few wisps here and there. Let's check for Broken. He is still trying to go for Lancers, but this Titan is lost. Skylar is not producing anything at this point, while Seedog is desperately trying to remax with Raptors and Deadeyes. As we can see, the Bioshard advantage is getting pretty high right now, and that is going to be a big issue for our red team. This Lancer gets taken down by the conduits. Another Devilkin is going to go down. We see a conduit from Seedog there, trying to do its best to keep this barrage of basically just blue units that are swarming in. Only this Archive Tower is left, and after that is just the Archive itself. It looks like our red team wants to surrender at this point. Skylar actually left the game. Very interesting stuff coming on right now, and it looks like it is pretty much going to be a surrender. The game is not over at this point. The blue team is not able to finish that Archive. Instead, they are going to go and pick down this tower. Titan goes down, and Nexter is rebuilding his Exofiends at this point. Julian is getting more sabers. He might want to transition into something else. He is getting tech level 4, but the game is now over. And Free Agents 5 defeats Old Glory and advances into the lower bracket. Old Glory is now eliminated from the tournament.